you notice racism. I mean, it's not like you don't see it. Perception is people's reality. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about racism like it dominates my life. It does not dominate my life. I know it's there. Those white people, not to talk about them, but like I seen a white person that made a comment, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I go home to my 2-car garage in my nice house, you know what I'm saying? And I'm black, and I had upstairs, downstairs, finished basement. And this white person that's talking about me stays in a shack, but they feel like they're privileged. They have to be better than somebody. So they use me, not even knowing who I am or, what I have. That's a personal problem. I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't respond to those comments on Facebook about the hates and all that because they don't know me personally. If they knew me personally, they wouldn't make that comment. So they just know what they see on TV maybe, what they and their friends talk about. And again, like I tell people, like I told this guy at work, he came to me, he's all excited, and I said, man, I'm not about to go back and forth on Facebook with people I've never seen before, making saying who's better than who. I said, man, listen, if you at peace with yourself, the last thing you want to do is have hate coming out of your mouth. So they have a heart issue already. They have something personal going on already. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? They're just using me, to get out whatever on the inside of them. I have nothing to do with that.
How did you learn that?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
I think being around older men. Yep. And older pastors. Like I was actually taken in by a pastor when I was like 16 years old. So I get to watch him every day, you know what I'm saying? It's an individual who couldn't read, couldn't write, but he brought himself to a place of, where he was worth millions of dollars. He was a contractor. And he taught himself, so no excuses. He wakes up at the, crack of dawn and work all day, When you see that, what you see in life becomes your truth. And that's why I said, about the other gentleman, like he wanted me to agree with him or disagree with him, say you could have tough skin. I'm like, hey, your truth is your truth. I'm not for me to disagree or agree with you. We can have a dialogue, and I think that's how people grow, because once you have a conversation with me, you be like, man, either I think that person was really stupid or I think that person was really, really bright. Not that I think the white person was really stupid or I think the black person was really stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just you see them as a person. Right.
Humanizing them.
Mm-hmm. I think I don't put the color first. I put the person first. I remember, because when I first came to stay with this gentleman, I remember he was like, white people don't mind you living next door to them. They just want to make sure you cut your grass. You know what I'm saying? He was older. And it was truth, you know what I'm saying? So, like, okay. But now when I go outside right now, I don't care that the neighbors across the street from me is white. I care that why haven't you cutting your grass? Like, that's what I think of, you know what I'm saying? Like me. And I mean, I was in the neighborhood and it was funny because this couple thought I was being really, really nice. Because I think you can say whatever you want to say. You just got to find out who you're talking to and find a way to say it so they can receive it. So I offered to do their yard one day. And I wasn't offering to do their yard because I was being a really nice guy. I was like, this is ridiculous. Your yard looks a mess and I got to come outside and look at it. But I didn't tell them that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care that they were white. I'm like, look at these white people don't do their yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like.
Sometimes it's just about the grass.
It's about the grass, so cut your damn grass, I'm sorry, but. I don't know. I really don't try to argue with people's truths. Because one thing I learned about basketball, like I think LeBron James is the best basketball player on the face of the earth. And somebody could disagree with me and I'm like, dude, we looking at the same basketball player. How could you see anything different? And with 100% conviction, they gonna say Kevin Durant is better. I mean, we're looking at the same, and I'm just like, that's crazy. So my point is, that's their truth.